So now that we have assembled our website and we know what our top frame looks like and what our main frame looks like, it's time to work a little bit with the navigation. And in order to do that, we need links. So there are basically three different types of links. There's absolute, a relative, and a bookmark type of link. And all three are tagged using the A tag. And A tags, regardless of what type of link they are, they can take a number of different attributes. For example, ID is the attribute to uniquely identify a link on a page. Class is the attribute to identify a group of links in case, for example, you wanted to format that group in some special way. The href tag is the tag that indicates the URL or the location of the linked file. And then target is the attribute that indicates the window in which the link will open. By default, links open in the same window from where you linked. So if you want to open links in new windows, then you would use the value _blank for the target attribute. And normally you would use this for to link to websites that you did not create. When you're working on frames and you link to a website and it opens on within the same frame, it may look like you did it. So you're trying to abide by copyright law by opening outside websites in new windows. And then you would use main in the context of our curriculum website to open links to our own pages on the main frame of our website. So here's some examples of the types of links and the purposes and the code and some actual links so you can see what they look like. Basically, the absolute link is linked to other websites. You have to include the whole URL as the value of the href attribute, and this is what it looks like. We have the A tag, we have the href attribute, we have the URL as the whole value, and then we have the words that people will see when they are reading your page, and then the closing A tag. And this will, by default, open in the same window because we haven't specified any other target. So here's an example. Notice that the St. John's University website now takes the place of the previous page in which we were. So I'm going to go back. And now I want to show the same link, but when it has the target attribute and the value _blank. So now I still have my previous window, but then I have a new window with the St. John's website. In the case of pages that are within our own websites, you just need to include the file name for pages inside the same folder. So for example, if we're on the intro page and we just want to go to the task page, we just in the href attribute as the value, we just enter the name of the file for that page, in this case task.htm, and by default it opens in a new window. In the context of our curriculum webs, because we're using frames, we determined that main was the name of the frame that was going to present the content, so we have to add the target attribute with the value main to the link so that it opens on the correct frame. And we'll see this in a little bit when we complete our links. One more type of link is the bookmark. This is when people link to certain parts of the same web page. So in order to do this, you must first define an anchor point inside the page by adding the code A with the attribute name equals and give a name to that anchor, and then the closing A tag, and then you link to it. So for example, this is what the code looks like. The href tag goes into, for example, a page, or part of the page with an anchor named links. Now, this is an outside page that would show the same, this kind of bookmark. And so when we visit this page, we notice that there's like a table of contents at the top, and instead of us having to read through all of this and scroll, notice that there's a long scroll bar here. We could just fast forward and jump to whatever topic we're interested. Nested links are illegal, so we basically, with the use of anchors, we can just skip sections of a particular website.